Alright, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Team Rocket Edition. Last episode, we uh, we stopped what's his name, Professor Oak, from being the very best, like no one ever was, with our boys and girls. So I'm guessing that I have to go to Giovanni, because that's just kind of where we teleported. I'm assuming we're gonna start the Johto arc now, because I think we just finished the Sevi Island arc, so I think we're going to the Johto arc. And unfortunately, once the Johto arc is finished, the game's finished. So there is a Hoenn arc, but they aren't done translating it yet. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. And I do wonder if the guy that made Super Eevee Edition, if he ever finished that. But Evian, you are tireless. I was ready to enter, forcing the door of Cinnabar Mansion. Then you went in, defeating everyone before I could do anything. You both have given Team Rocket more than no one could have expected. Your skills as trainers is out of any rank that I could offer you on Team Rocket. That's why we need to talk about your near future. Something that will be a real challenge and will spread out the organization even more. But before that, here are your rewards. Oh shit. I'm rich, baby. Are you sure you don't want them, Andra? I'm sure I don't need them to build my best team. If it is what you wish for, so be it. You should know, Evian, that when we returned the Johto beasts to their original place, we took the liberty to analyze their DNA. The effect is obvious. We were able to clone them as we did with the Johto birds. As one of the boss admin, you are entitled to a specimen of each type. I hope it doesn't bring back painful memories for you about your fight against Lance. Keep in mind that those are clones. I'm probably not going to use them either. But thanks, though. Now get comfortable, we have a lot to talk about. With Mewtwo in our hands, Kanto birds, clones, and Johto beasts, Team Rocket has reached a power greater than we could ever dream of months ago. Oak arrested, Lance stranded, Kanto is totally under our control. Finally, we will be able to bring back all the splendor the region had before the war. It will require time, which is why your destinies are far away from here. Where will we go, sir? I'm going to dedicate all my efforts to rebuild Kanto as it should be. Now that I have Rocket like you, I believe it is time to delegate my powers in our Johto and Hoenn branches. Andra, now you will manage the Team Rocket in the Hoenn region. You are promoted to Boss Admin Rocket and Hoenn Leader. Nice. Her hair. Wow, I can't believe it. Our Hoenn branch isn't completely done yet, but we can at least settle there, Andra. Unfortunately, the distance between both regions prevents the use of our teleportation to get you there. But do not worry about that. We have a ferry and Vermilion waiting for you. I know you love mythology and ancestral Pokemon, Andra, which is why I'm sending you to Hoenn. We will dust off that region's mysteries, which there are probably a lot of. I guess you mean those ruins that you can look at the desert at Dewford Town, north in the Route 102. Sure. I see that I don't need to tell you anything else. That's all for you, Andra. Hoenn is waiting for you. Didn't expect to use any of those exotic legendaries from Hoenn in our next fight, Evian. I told you that I'll be the best just using no legendaries. And I am going to keep my word. I hope someday you visit Hoenn. Maybe I could come around in Johto, if the situation requires it. Well, Levion, you know there are a lot of loose ends that are not solved because Oak interrupted us. But you should know before going to Johto. First, take this. I obtained a map. With this map, you'll be able to locate yourself inside a totally new region. Now, this is not the adequate place to explain the goals you will be pursuing in Johto. That's the area next to here, the research area about the maximum potential arc achievable by Pokemon. We have finally opened the last zone, and that's where I will be waiting for you, Evian. There, you will understand the reasons behind the goals you will be pursuing in Johto. A last thing, Evian. From now on, you are in charge of Team Rocket in the Johto region. You are promoted to Boss Admin Rocket and Johto Leader. Nice. I'll be waiting for you in the maximum potential research room. What do I look like? Not bad, not bad. There's a teleporter over here. Where's this go? Bruh. I'm assuming it's this door. It does seem to be this door. Hello? Oh. Hey. Cool. I can give that to Venusaur. How big is this place? There you are. I guess after what happened at Naval Rock, you are expecting some news about Lugia and Ho-Oh. Sorry to disappoint you, we have nothing. I already sent a group of to investigate the ruins of Alph and the place, along with all its chambers. We sort of the same. Anyway, the answer must be in Johto. Lugia and Ho-Oh went back to their original region, I'm sure. Maybe in Ecruteak City or Whirl Islands. It has been possible to see Pokemon in those places in the past. Maybe we'd be able to find some answers that could lead us to discover Essence Pokemon. But I didn't send you to Johto just to hunt legendaries. I also sent you to register a part of its history before it gets lost. Look, Evian. What are we looking at? Most of the documents that you see here are empty. You might ask, why were they created for? This is Nidoking X. Do you remember it? You used it to test your strength before you faced Oak. You can take a look at all its stats if you want. I want Nidoqueen Y. We also have Nidoqueen Y, specialized in special attack. Both Pokemon are the result of artificially enhancing the base power of the Nidoran family, specifically adding 100 base stats compared to Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Other examples of Pokemon created through pure genetic engineering include Bill's Porygon 3 or Blaine's Magmortar Y. But no, this room isn't reserved solely for our most successful experiments. We'll also analyze every Pokemon to whom nature and, above all else, the bond with our trainer has been given the gift of the extraordinary. The main reason you'll journey through Johto is this, Evian. That's right, my Rhyperior. You shouldn't confuse this Pokemon with the other genetic creations. No, that's different. This Pokemon was, and still is, my Rhyhorn. The very same who's been with me for decades. It hasn't reached this form through any alteration of science. Of course, I was the first surprised to see my Rhyperior evolve once more. Our best scientists have conducted countless tests on it and have decided to christen this phenomenon as Deep Bond, represented with ampersand in battle. The term Deep Bond has been used in Johto since ancient times, and now is when we finally understand its true meaning. Only an extremely powerful link between the trainer and the Pokemon, unique and irreplaceable, seems to be able to trigger this phenomenon. Recently, we gained knowledge about Mega Evolution, which combined with the mentioned experiments, make it possible to increase a Pokemon's base stats by 100. However, the phenomenon of the Deep Bond is visibly more drastic than these other processes. It is the most potent method we know to enhance a Pokemon's performance. The tests revealed that my Rhyperior's base stats increased by 125. Furthermore, the distribution of these stats appears more efficient than the Mega Evolution or genetic engineering ones. But the most interesting thing is that the HP stat, which is associated with the nucleus of a Pokemon's genetic... Get out of here. The Pokemon's genetics, also seen as the non-variable essence of them, that stat got modified. The fact that Deep Bond is capable of changing the HP stat flips our perceptions and possibilities as a mere pancake. You get now why I want you to travel to Johto. No region has the tradition nor the hermeticism of its best trainers, who don't even participate in the war. This makes me suspect that Deep Bond is not something discovered by me. In Johto, that term of bond was used to refer to the most important thing while training a Pokemon. Even some places like Sprout Tower or Bell Tower were built to honor that bond between human and Pokemon. That's why, Evian, I want you to travel the region in search of its best trainers. You'll identify them readily as the gyms, though they lack the validity of the Pokemon League now. Are still mostly open. Okay. That's what all these documents are for, to be filled with information on every exceptional and unique Pokemon. If it's a Deep Bond, even better. Take this, it'll be vital in carrying out the great project. And detector. This device logs information about any Pokemon just by engaging it in battle, and its data will automatically transmit to the database in this room. I suppose you don't need to be told to get prepared. If there are indeed more Deep Bond individuals out there, I don't want to imagine the power of a team of 6 handled by such a trainer. I still only need to, Evian. Now you must be wondering how to get to Johto. Well, it's quite easy, technically. It's right beside you. Just use our teleportation system in the eastmost of our deep base. That's all. You'll receive news from me sooner rather than later, Evian. There are important business deals and agreements to be made in Johto as well. Perhaps the secrecy and frugality will teach these Johto masters is one of the key to achieving that state of flow with a Pokemon. At least in my case, it was during my period of greatest seclusion after all the lies that were spread about me, when Rhyperior and me, with nothing left to lose, were able to reach that point. So can I evolve my Nidoqueen? Depends on Shuckle and the offensive Deoxys, we would have those powerful Pokemon that can't resist. Okay. Because, okay. Sure. Oh, there's something up there. I need it. Okay. Interesting. Double team. I want whatever it is that I need to evolve Nidoqueen, though. Do you have it? No. Of course not. Because why would you? Ooh, what do we have here? Let me through. Apologies, sir. The lower floor is still under construction, and we'll be inputting the data of all the new Pokemon that don't fit here. But it's incredibly vast. Surely this room isn't enough. Don't you think so? So this entire room is just filled with documents of potential Pokemon. Interesting. Poison Dark, adaptability. Ooh, that's an interesting ability for it. I want to see 100, 107, 135, 150. Jesus. Ground poison, Fluffy. Oh, she gets Fluffy. That sucks. Any attacker with even better special defense than Goodra, and thanks to Fluffy, huge defense as well. Even with the phenomenal bulk, we managed to maintain base 135 and special attack. We're the sweep opponents using Earth Power Sludge Bomb. Unlocks 99% of the latent potential in Nidoqueen at the only cost of reducing its physical attack to a base 52. I don't know if I want that now. If it was Fur Coat, then maybe, but Fluffy is a downgrade of Fur Coat. Because Fluffy adds a fire weakness. Whereas Fur Coat has physical damage without the drawback. But everyone seems to forget about Fur Coat. Unless I'm wrong. Let me see. What is the difference between Fluffy and Fur Coat? Okay, Fluffy Has damage taken from moves that make direct contact, but doubles that of fire type moves. And then Fur Coat has the damage from physical moves. Yeah, Fur Coat's just infinitely better. Because Fluffy specifically says contact moves, whereas Fur Coat just has damage from physical moves. People keep forgetting about fucking Fur Coat. They had Fluffy to everything. Yeah, it's literally just teleportation. Now the question is, how the fuck do we get out of here? Oh, hey! New store! What do you sell? No. I'm already out of that level range. Electrifies the ground for 5 turns. These are terrain moves. Flashling, Mudbray, Pincurchin, Poniard, Turtwig, Poplio, Spiritomb, and Axew. Not the best. Jesus Christ. What else? Oh, more items. This place is huge. What's up with all that shit? Ooh, Dawnstone. If I ever find a female snowrun, I can get a... Let me get in there. Let me in. I went in there. I don't know what's in there, but I went in there. Oh, hello. Is this the way out? It looks to be the way out. Okay. Where am I going? Where am we after? Seriously, where am I going? I can't go anywhere. What the fuck? How do we get out of here? Hey, how do we get out of here? Cover the base of the mountains around here. Cover it completely. Only bell tower is high enough to be seen over them. How do I even leave? We're south from Route 45, so far south this area is not registered on the conventional map, but not enough to be considered part of Route 29, between Newark Town and Cherry Grove City. Am I just going the wrong way? Oh, I'm just going the wrong way, that's why. Don't mind me, I'm just stupid. Oh. Okay. Thur. Oh, I'm most impressed. Your Scyther is growing up outstandingly fast. It's truly delightful to see a young girl like you with such enthusiasm nowadays. It's reliving that old value still persists in the present time. Thanks, but I can't tell the difference. Yes, of course. You see it all the time. You can't appreciate it, but every action, every decision, every battle is making a great difference. Does that mean that I'll have a Cleavor just like Kurtz? Oh, if you just knew all the things he went through before he could evolve his Scyther. Only after traveling to every corner of the region, unveiling every secret, not a moment before could he do it. But I don't even know all the secrets of the Silex Forest. How could I possibly do that? The trainer's way requires both time and sacrifice. Only then will you sow strong roots that will stand against any adversity. This energy, this emotion, the one you're putting into your Scyther, is never a futile action. It will always have a meaning. That's what the essence of the greatest masters in Johto. Oh. You, young girl. You have everything that's needed, both time and talent. Johto is awaiting you. You will come to its call. Of course I will. Well, in that case, Johto is observing you. Ho ho ho! I'm guessing he was talking about the... Go inside, their greatness awaits us. There. Okay, so I'm guessing... Okay, where am I? Route 44? Where exactly is Route 44? There's Mount Silver. Okay. Let's go up this way real quick. I can't. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything. What do you do? Welcome, how may I serve you? Ooh, dust stone. Electric seed. You have weird shit to sell. Gave access security barred due to a small landslide inside. We're ensuring everything's in order. We apologize for the inconvenience. That's fine. I already had to fight random ass trainers. Alright, Crobat. Nope, not flying. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's Sudowoodo in there. Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Are you coming from Blackthorn City? Alright. Let me do this. I don't need wild Pokemon counters. Okay, an escape route. Nice. But Professor, the frontier with Kanto is on Route 26, not at the Route 29 end. I know, I'm asking you to blockade that zone for a while. My agents and I will have an important investigation there. There's nothing to see east of Route 29 anyway. Anyone can still make it to any town or city, even with that route closed. Okay, Professor, I'll send over 2 cops immediately to block off that route. Alright. You're Evian, aren't you? Giovanni's already told me of your arrival. My name is Elm. I've dedicated my entire life to understanding the workings of Pokemon evolution, and right now, thanks to Team Rocket's investments, I'm finally achieving results. The proof is in the object I'll give you. Cool. I promised Giovanni I'd give a Mega Ring to each of Chief Admins. I hope you'll take care of this. With a Mega Ring, you'll rein in the wild and unwieldy process known as Mega Evolution. If you have the right Megastone, of course. If I'm not wrong, you're here to compile data about the top Pokemon of the best trainers in Johto. That means better grasp the phenomenon you call Deep Bond, right? Let me advise you on this. Johto's gyms aren't the same as Kanto's. No one's obligated to take on challengers. Most leaders here these days are ready to retire or they're knee-deep in other matters. The war is just some small thing they're uninterested in. Instead, they focus on their own and their Pokemon to improve their magnificent technique. That's to say, you'll have to catch their eye to have them give you the opportunity for a battle. But that's why Giovanni sent only you. After all, you're the true champion of Kanto. If you're successful in compiling data on the characteristic Pokemon of each leader, we'll have invaluable information that can expand a Pokemon's potential to unimaginable limits. Good luck, Evian. Johto awaits you. Cool. I chopped down that tree. Okay, can't go to New Bark. Guess I'll head over to Cherry Grove. There's an item. Ooh, cherry berry. Another cherry berry. Or item. The naughty mint. Oh, naughty. Naughty, naughty. No. Anything worth a damn over here? It doesn't look like it. So weird. Ooh, what's down here? Nothing? The fuck is that? Bro, what the hell? Okay. Nothing happening here, I guess.
People have the bad habit of avoiding giving their Pokemon the berries that grow around Johto. What they don't know is that when used properly, these berries free their Pokemon from useless stats and allow them to focus all their potential on the important ones.
Cool. Oh, it's those berries. Okay. The fuck? Just okay. We go to Mr. Pokemon's house. Mr. Pokemon.
How do you say, kid? Me giving you a mysterious egg. Let me give you a piece of advice. You seem to have seen quite a bit of the world already and hold a privileged position. You should be the first to know that in this world nobody gives anything for nothing. And if you get something for free, then you're the product.
Riveting conversation, my guy. Riveting. I love the guy just staring at the wall. Wait, what? No, 31 doesn't connect. Oh, I know where that goes.
Wrong place. The Alex words are insects that are surely worth observing.
Okay. No, I know where we're at now. I know where this is at. I kind of forget the layout of Johto a little bit. There's Dark Cave. I see you up there. Ooh, more candy. Let's go. Let's go this way. I'm not sure how I feel about the changes they made to the region as a whole. That place looks nice, though. Ooh.
Come on, hurry up. Falconer's dad is going to teach a special class about flying-type Pokemon. We can't miss this opportunity. Who knows how much longer he'll be in Violet City before embarking on a new journey.
I guess I'm gonna go learn from Falconer's dad. What's up?
So that concludes a short overview of all of the birds found in Kanto and Johto. Remember, Fearow signifies variety, Dodrio signifies offense.
Wouldn't Dodrio signify variety?
Noctowl signifies endurance, and Pidgeot signifies balance. Now we'll move on to the strategy section. And here I'd like to emphasize two of the biggest weaknesses of the flying type, Rock and Electric. Is there anyone here who knows how a flying type can effectively deal with electric or rock types?
Ground type move?
And there's a move called Mud Slap that most birds can learn, and it's super effective against these types. We've already discussed this, son. Mud Slap's power is dirt poor, and taking a gamble on misses. Well, you know the saying with hitting two birds with one stone edge. Definitely that's not a solution. Instead of betting it all on a coin flip, I mean ending the battle in one fell swoop with flying Pokemon using raw damage moves. In this case, the best defense is a good offense. A well-trained Dodrio wearing a Focus Sash will knock out any electric types in a single stomping tantrum. Only a few like Jolteon and Electrode could outspeed it, but we have Choice Scarf for that. A Fearless Drill Run or a Pidgeot's Close Combat can get the drop on rock Pokemon and part to their low speed, and they'll make short work of electric types thanks to their low defense too. And these are just a few examples showing that any Pokemon can rise to meet any challenge with the right moves, items, and training. That countless variables can shift the course of battle so readily. Note that we've only scratched the surface of the tools at our disposal in dealing with type disadvantages. Gligar or Gliscor won't be fried by electric types, and rock Pokemon won't crush them as easily. But this line can also shake their world with Earthquake, without any risk of hitting each other in return. That's all for today's lessons. In our next session, we'll explore how the move Roost can effectively eliminate all weaknesses of flying type, allowing us to adopt a defensive strategy against the mentioned types. However, you'll also discover why it can be a double-edged sword. Thank you all for coming. Especially if you're an electric type or a steel type and you get hit with a ground type move. Falconer, return to Sprout Tower immediately to continue your training. But Dad, I want to start training in Pidgey. You're not ready yet. before you start, you need to polish your skills to the fullest. You're still very young if you prepare well in these couple of years. I assure you that once you take flight, you'll touch the sky. I'm so tired of seeing Sprout. Someday the Violet City Gym will be yours, son. Well, we have a curious student. Do you want to ask something? I'll be more than happy to answer. Battle with me? Don't get me wrong, you seem a good trainer, but a long time ago I decided to step away from Pokemon battles as they are known now. Besides, the Johto badges are currently useless. Yes, the Pokemon League has returned, but only for Kanto. Is it because you desire to improve as a trainer, discover new Pokemon, and to continue your journey that you want to request this battle? And not just hang out and an insignificant badge to show off to everyone like a trophy? Interesting. Are you Evian? If you complete the challenge I'm about to propose, I'll battle you. Climb to the top of Sprout Tower and speak with the Elder Master. Tell him I sent you. If you defeat him, I'll battle you using my best Pokemon. Whatever happens, I hope the experience of visiting such a sacred place will improve you even more. That's also part of your journey, isn't it? Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. But yeah. Interesting course of events so far. I'm trying to find my mouse. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my socials down below. They help me out a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.